All right, welcome in everybody. Bright and early for some people, 9 a.m. right on the East Coast for everyone else. Thank you for everybody tapping in for Saturday's best bets in the MLB and the MLS with Daily Bread. Who you, Kevin C, Rory, everyone's in the chat. They're up and ready. Hopefully, you all got your shit done this morning. You got your books up, you got your coffee ready. We're ready to rock and roll. You enjoy the day. Let us do all the work. And Daily Bread is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be checking them out as soon as you can. We're live on Twitter. We appreciate everyone who tapped in there. We had a shit ton of people on there yesterday. We just broke 1,000 views, so we appreciate everyone there. But if you want to be featured in the show to be able to screen cap your comment, cloud it, get famous real quick, YouTube's the number one spot to be. Regardless, go start retweet, like, follow, subscribe. We appreciate all of it here. Brian Smith, first time. You're in for a wild episode, I guess, but it's our Saturday show. I think we do have a few hungry dogs on the board, but Sosa, you're looking to stay hot on the diamond. I'm all coming off a 1-2 day, so getting back to the right side.
Hey man, it's another wonderful day to make some money. The books were good to us yesterday. Could have been better, but I always want to be perfect. It's difficult to do that. It's really impossible to do that. So just gotta stay locked in and continue to you know trust the system.
So with the MLS and the MLB, man, they're making you watch UFC today in London because you got two games that start before, or three games that start before 4 o'clock today, none that start in the MLS. So you got plenty of time if you're running it back to be locking in the plays later. If you see lineups or pitching changes, doubt any of that happens. But anything that you saw from last night, sis, or anything you want to talk about before we get into our bets?
Dodgers is the best team in baseball. I mean, we kind of knew it all year. It's just, we let Yankee fans get off to like that Superman high because they haven't been good like that in ever. So, you know, water is finding its level, as you like to say. You know, the world is back
Hey,
on its axis.
the
You know,
Yankees got the dub, though.
fuck them. Uh, Other than that, both the teams that traveled off a doubleheader yesterday won both their games. We saw Seattle's 15-game win streak come to an end. Sometimes that's because you get 3-4 days off. Your young star player has a bit of a hangover after being one of the featured guys of the entire All-Star week. Um, but I look for Seattle to lock back in here. I think they're going to be just fine throughout the back end of the season. Just not the way you want to kick things off, but the game is the game. Obviously, like you mentioned, the Orioles were unable to get it done last night, and the Boston Red Sox got the dog shit beat out of them. They got stomped out. And listen, if you're going to lose a bet, that's the best way to lose, respectfully. Like, don't
Yeah,
like
just
it. Just put me out of my misery. Just beat the
they're
brakes
just a
off
few
the team.
drives away.
Right,
They
and
just
just
didn't
keep
move the. You could tell from the first inning where Evaldi didn't even look to throw home. He just went right to first because he thought he was out of the inning, and that kind of just set the tone. And Duran had no idea what he was fucking doing. But like all the little league mistakes came out early, and I
it
think it
was
was 28 technically, Chad. But yeah, just beat the dog shit out of them. Completely staying away from that game today because I have no idea how to cap it. One of the relievers threw 50 pitches last night, and then the Phils got smacked too, but they only gave up half amount of the runs.
Yeah, that's another one. Did not see that one coming. Um, Guardians, right out to a great start, just like we want. Shout out to the Guardians of Cleveland. Right.
What was the center fielder doing sliding to get the ball on the warning track? Was it quicker to get up after he picked up the ball to throw it?
He tried to make it look like he was hustling. Like it's like
That's where I have an
Duran
issue
looked like
calling it inside the
dickhead.
park grand slam because the Duran didn't even attempt to go for it. He put it all on the guy and left, and he just sprinted, slid in the dirt. Had no
Uh,
idea why.
that was so bad. That was that was bad. Because he had no idea where the ball even was, and then like to not even think to finish the play in any capacity on that was. You want hustle from your players, but Jesus Christ, that's just like complete non-attention to detail. It's just terrible. Absolutely
No,
terrible.
no, we'll see with the Phils money line today, but yeah, I'm completely staying away from that game.
Yes, sir. I got 3 looks.
All right,
Um,
we'll get into today's plays. We need to get like something that changes it, like a drop or something. Just Roddy yelling.
I got one early look, one look in a bad game in my opinion is the Miami Marlins versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Miami against lefties has been. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go the first half total runs under 4.5. It's at minus 130. The same line we got the team total for the Orioles at yesterday, and that's smacked. So we're gonna go with the Miami Marlins, Pittsburgh Pirates under 4.5 at minus 130. I would even be willing to take an alternate at under 3.5. I think Quintana and Meyer can keep both these few lineups just down for 5 innings, and yeah, under 4.5 minus 130. Under 3.5, I would take the plus money as well.
So it's a Annabelle Day today in Arizona. Is that just like the biggest way that Washington's just saying we don't even fucking care at this point? We're just going to trade Soto and move on when you roll out Corbin and Sanchez as your 1-2 out of the All-Star break? Because their one wasn't starting the All-Star game, so it's not like they had any issues with that. But boy,
I mean, unless they plan on giving him the 5-year deal that he wants or the shorter term deal that he wants, yeah, it looks like Soto's probably out of there this year, man. There's a good chance that's how it's going to go.
yeah, because that seems like almost a too easy play after the Diamondbacks back around Corbin. Everyone cashed on that. You can get them at a decent price as well. So that's kind of where don't know if we should do it or not.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. No,
2.5 minus 116. Not the best price in the world out there, but got me looking hindsight 2020 because if we just went the Cardinals and paid the little bit extra juice, it could have been the 2-1, but no one gives a shit about that. We're rolling with it. Diamondbacks first 5, team total over 2.5 minus 116. Got to fade Sanchez. Missed him his first start back, but we know we're hopping on game 2. So maybe not the sharp way to do it. We'll still cash.
Yes, sir. And today I'm on the New York Mets on the run line, plus 136. Obviously, Scherzer let us down last night. Bassett's been pretty damn good across the board. Obviously, Snell, we faded multiple times. He has not been good this year. At plus 136, I love the number. And I do like the Mets to bounce right back after taking that just egregious loss last night, to be totally honest. That was pretty bad. I like them to bounce back at Citi Field today on the run line, plus 136, my official play for that game.
What else we rocking with?
They traded for Vogelback yesterday, so that should help. The inconsistency of the lineup, even though it's a very talented baseball team, is just it's insane to me. It's just really, really insane. So I believe that Bassett comes out tonight, gives them a good start. It's just can their lineup continuously give them runs? That's the problem they've had all year. And yeah, you got Atlanta coming on strong too after smacking up Ohtani last night, giving up 6 earned.
Man, Ohtani almost made it out too. He would have completed 7. I think that's what they're trying to get out of him. They just left him in a little too long because it just kept him in at 6. He ends with 11 Ks, 10 Ks, and it's a nice night. And it's a classic Shohei start. Glad we didn't take the Braves team total under 1.5 yesterday. We were thinking about it. Man, I would have been going nuts at the interim manager.
Yes, sir.
Bassett like that spot as well. Mets usually don't lose back-to-back games. I don't think they've had so far this season. So
they've had 1 3-game. They've had 1 3-game losing streak all year. Stat sheets.
Padres quick come in, make some noise, but it's not. So Sosa, going back to those, they're giving us plus 204 today. You get the fade Garrett Cole.
I'm
Let's hear
doing
it.
it. I'm doing
You're
it.
doing the plus 204?
I'm doing the first 5 plus 180, and I'm doing the full game plus 205. Why? Because fuck Garrett Cole. That's why. Regardless, I think they put up runs. The Yankees don't. They almost seemed disinterested in winning yesterday because they should have gave it up. The bullpen pulled it out at the end of the game. Yeah, I just don't see the motivations here outside of like getting MVP for Aaron Judge. I think that's like the only real thing here. Because I think the Astros will catch them and they'll be right there with the Yankees at the end of the season. So it's I'm going to pick the Yankees to lose because they're good on the money line because they have the most wins in baseball, but they're like 20th in the league playing on the run line. So you're going to pay tax to get them. The value isn't betting on them. The value is betting against them. There's no value in betting. There's no value in betting on the Yankees right now. None.
Cole had made 2 starts against Baltimore so far this season, gave up 6 and 7 hits in the 2 start, gave up 5 and 2 runs in the 2. So Baltimore has gotten to him. Sure, you can say it's more of the early season, but that's kind of where, if you're looking at the O's team totals, can't really doubt that either with the humidity still staying here. You saw it in Philly. You saw it in Boston. The ball can get flying.
Absolutely. And it's hot as fuck out. Throughout America. Everywhere in the country, it's hot as fuck.
I saw people in Oakland wearing long sleeve last night.
Yeah. There's a little. The next play, obviously, for the third consecutive day, it's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line at plus 106. And we're going to take the Los Angeles Dodgers on the super run line at, let me get the number for you, at plus 180. And that'll be it for me for the day. We're on the Dodgers. The San Francisco Giants are cooked. They're a Gabe Kapler second-year coach team. Philadelphia fans are rejoicing because they look right. You can play that analytic shit all you want. Sometimes talent is what you really need. Let a lot of it walk. You thought it was the system. You thought it was the approach. It's not. The guys that are pitching this year simply are not as talented as the ones they had pitching last year. Rodon has been figured out. He throws 96, and then his breaking pitches end up right in the middle of the zone. So that's what it is. And, I like us to continue our domination of the San Francisco Giants. And shout out to Cody Bellinger, right? Right?
Nah.
Real love that guy.
Well, last one we got to talk about since you didn't mention it. I mean, you talked about the Mariners about to get back right. Do they get back right tonight? Because the last time Verlander hasn't made a start since June 7th. The prior start before that's when we called the Mariners as the dogs in Seattle to win outright. We going back to the Magic here. It's his first start.
We are, because this is the matchup you believe in. So I'm fully behind.
I don't know how much I believe in this one. The first start back, man, I think he has that extra juice. I was almost thinking about going the other way, and he goes back to pinnacle form, Verlander.
I'm not a Verlander guy anyway.
I'm not a big Verlander guy, but I think he comes out firing. I don't know how many innings they'll give him, though. That'll be their biggest part here. But, and plus, I'm not trying to fade Jordan back in the lineup, too. Not trying to be taking many money lines against him.
I think Seattle gets I think Seattle plays well. I think both teams can. I think the game goes over as opposed to under last night. That'd be my favorite lean. But I like Seattle to bounce back against Verlander. And Verlander hasn't been great on Saturdays. Check the numbers.
Really? Spreadsheet Sosa making another appearance?
Hey, man, last time we faded him was on a Saturday. Chicago White Sox took care of business. Plus 200. First 5. Easy. Just saying.
Ooh, home run pop. Like that one. O'Neal. Plus 290. Mariner shit was cute while it lasted. Man, sounds like salty Astros fan here.
That's James, dog. That's
Oh, I know.
New Orleans man. Oh, well, that could be his baseball team, right? Like
Yeah.
you know how people from Louisiana claim Texas sometimes.
Oh man, I wasn't gonna show this one, but now that you said it,
Ah man, don't know what. No, he's from Australia. He don't know shit about baseball.
just ripping on just the roast of the
He got it.
subscribers today, man. All the day ones, just letting them have it. What they do to you last night?
Hey man. Oh, in regards to what was that?
So what did they do to you last night? They got to rip the subs.
They're good people. I got nothing else. We're let's move on to the most important part of the show on Saturdays. It's MLS money. I need the soccer plays. You need the soccer plays. Everybody listening needs them as well. So make sure you guys listen to what Rex is about to give you all because it's very important.
We got the second biggest money line of the season.
Do we? What's the number? Are we fading it?
No, it was no Inter Miami's plus 775 playing in the indoor soccer arena for New York City FC. This is where for this matchup here, if you had to make me take a play on this one, I would take the NYFC team total over 2.5 at plus 110 to start off the show. 7 p.m. kick. You can wait to potentially get that live if you don't think we'll score in the 15 minutes like the last time we gave out a 2.5. You ended up getting a little bit of a better price and it's still cashing. So I'll go with that one. Not many more Saturdays that we'll just have MLS. We'll have the Premier League and I think the Bundesliga technically starts next weekend, but we'll have the Premier League in 2 Saturdays for that full slate, and we'll be back into the full groove of the action.
Oh yeah, football is back.
Who are you going with today?
I didn't even look, man. I don't look at the MLS slate. I told
Come
you.
on.
I told you this.
You're 0 for 1. We got to get you back on the right side of 500.
No, because if I pick another game, there's a chance for 0-2, and that's damn not. It's
Just
cool.
pick the team you think you should pick today.
No.
Come on. You know who it is.
I don't. The Union.
LAFC. Your boy, Bale.
LAFC. Yes.
No, it's the trappiest line
Gareth
of the
Bales.
day. It might be the trappiest line of the entire season so far because we've been fading Sporting Kansas City with a passion. They're starting to get a little bit more of their rotation and starting lineup back, but you're getting the best team on the road against one of the coldest teams that they're out there in the MLS at plus 110. I don't know. It's kind of like with Austin FC last weekend where it seemed a little too good to be true type of action here. You can get the LAFC team total over 1.5 at minus 105, and that's where I'm going to be going with it instead. I'm not going to take them on the money line. I'll take 2 team totals so far. This one's at 1.5 minus 105. It's trappy. I don't care. Last time it was trappy with LAFC. We got it. Yes, sir, Chuck. You haven't reported in yet.
Oh, it's soon. It's coming. We're all excited. We're all very excited.
Last one we're going to take on the board today. The San Jose Earthquakes plus 1 minus 125 going to the Portland Timbers. You can take the over and probably have a no sweat here. Portland shouldn't be laying this big of a number. San Jose's back into the groove. And I'm taking them on the money line as well. So this is where the hungry dog of the day comes for, plus 370. You can put your unit size how you want there. I'll take a nice plus 370 on the day to get back to the college football hungry dog swing. That's where the real big numbers come from. But that's about it for MLS action. Got 12 games, got 2 action in 3 of them. The Union going down to Orlando. You can do what you want. Toronto hasn't won in God knows how long, so you can fade them, but it's pretty bad of a price. The Sounders is the bet that I left off just because they burned me more recently than not. Hosting the Rapids, they should drub them, but sitting at minus 115, it's short. And then, yeah, the rest of the games, it is what it is there.
Yes, sir. So yeah,
Ooh,
man.
UFC pick.
I know you're getting ready for a real cultural weekend. Out
I'm
and
coming to hang out with you.
out the way. You know what I'm saying? I know you're about to embark on a journey. Hey, listen, real quick. If you see any of Rex's photos over the next few days on social
There
media,
won't be any. I'm going dark. It's
just
it's zero dark 21 Rex.
just know that like I was I was unaware. I was unaware.
It's zero dark 21 Rex until tomorrow morning when we have to give out more plays.
Oh man. I
Until
hope you have a
tomorrow,
good time.
I won't. We out.